Virgo, welcome to your reading. I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. Hope that you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever this message finds you, simply because you deserve to, and you know that, Virgo. You know that. Virgo, I'm going to try to tap in a little deeper than I usually go for you with the 8 of emotional withdrawal on the split. 8 of Cups. I'm not going to pull it, but I just feel as though there's something in your life, Virgo, that is... Wow. Under this, I see disconnect and boredom. The 4 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups energy, Virgo. It just tells me there's something in your life. Maybe not even something. It could just be you. Feeling like you're not fulfilling what you know you're here to do at the degree you know you can. Maybe you don't even feel like you're on the right path. Maybe you're seeking some type of divine guidance, right? Divine wisdom from the universe. Could be doing a lot of meditation. I just feel as though you feel a bit disconnected from the self. And you're trying to reconnect with yourself, right? We have rest and rejuvenation in the reverse. We also have the sacral chakra under that in reverse. I feel as though, Virgo, I'm speaking to a group of you out there that have embarked on your spiritual paths and journeys, which means you've embarked on the journey of the self. And that is never an easy maze to get through. I don't know if any of us ever fully get through that maze. I'm sure it's possible. I have not done it. I don't know if I even want to do it. I think it requires a certain dedication, spiritual strength that you actually may have, Virgo, right? Your card, one of your main cards in the major arcana is the Hermit. So I feel you're more comfortable facing yourself and going within than most other signs. But nonetheless, there's something in your life that has you restless at this time, right? It has you just uncomfortable in the sense that you feel as though there's more out there, there's more to do, or that you're just not in the right environment. There's something that's unfulfilling to you and around you that is making you kind of emotionally withdraw. I feel you're very, very tapped in right now in regards to... This looks like the Hermit. Shit. But you're very tapped in right now to your sixth chakra, your third eye chakra, but very disconnected from your sacral chakra. So I feel as though you may be tapped into frequencies and vibrations that are and that's what I'm getting here. It's like in meditation, you're connected, but in your body, in the 3D, in the physical, you feel a sense of lack. You feel disconnected from maybe your body. Maybe you're trying to reconnect with your body in that way. Because we do have rest and rejuvenation in the reverse as well, and that just tells me your body is needing really... Your sense of passion is not ignited at this time. And it's not that you're not passionate about anything, it's that you feel you're not in the right environment or in the right opportunities, getting the right opportunities, surrounded by the right people that can facilitate your growth in that spiritual manner that you're seeking. The card that came out right here is Power in the major arcana. This is strength, right? I feel as though you are in a period of regaining your courage, your strength, your power. Root chakra in the upright. Love to see it. Firm foundation. Wow. Virgo, you're starting from ground zero. And I think that this means you just recently went through either a spiritual awakening or you just had a very big ending happen for you in your life and your reality. I think it's something that was potentially unexpected, but nonetheless, it was something that required you. And look at this, base chakra. And that is the base, bottom of the spine. Wow. Root chakra. This says base chakra, same thing as root chakra. Your foundation, right? In your body. I feel as though some Virgos out there, and these cards are all red. This tells me that you're trying to reconnect with this life force energy that is within you, Virgo. This is highly, highly connected to the 3D plane, because I don't think that you have a very difficult time connecting to the ethers and connecting to your sixth, I'll say sixth and seventh chakra, your third eye and your crown. I think those are usually pretty on point with Virgos specifically, but I think right now you're a bit out of touch with your inner strength, potentially your confidence. There could have been a person, place, or situation in your past that has kind of shaken up your foundation, requiring you to kind of push this restart button in a sense, right? That has you at this kind of ground one, level one, or ground zero in terms of rebuilding and regaining your strength and personal power. Interesting. We also have another red card on the bottom of the deck. Number 3, recognition and reward. Under that, destiny. The path that you're heading on, this reconnection that you're going through, mental conflict in the reverse, 2 swords in the reverse. You're very clear about what it is you want, right? Maybe even who it is you want with spiritual union. And this is what's happening right now in your life, this transformation. This restart is nothing to be fearful of or feel less than for. This is an experience that you are enduring right now because you were meant to endure it. Under that, the Emperor with authority. Because it's helping you regain your personal power, Virgo. Bring one more card from the middle. Stand your ground in the reverse. Authority, transformation, stand your ground. Relearning how to, in the reverse. 7 of Wands, in the reverse. No longer feeling like you have to explain yourself to others. This transformation that you're going through is truly powerful, Virgo, because it gives you the ability to feel as though the only opinion that truly matters, truthfully, is you and the divines. Knowing that your path is your path, and the destiny that was set for you and made for you before you incarnated here was always written and always inevitable. This is you, this transformation that you're going through is you leaving the opinions of others and your care for such in the past. Knowing that you, Virgo, your opinion is the only one that matters. You and the divine grace that has been bestowed upon you, right? Trapped in fear in the reverse. Sacral chakra still in the reverse. Nonetheless, you're no longer fearing others or their opinions, no longer letting manipulative tactics or fear-mongering or any type of propaganda have any type of stronghold in your life, because you know that what you are destined for, you will be recognized for, Virgo. You are on the path of success. You are on your path, your spiritual path, and it's it's a smooth transition that you're going through, as rough as some of the days might feel sometimes, Virgo. Because you let whatever happened in your past that kind of forced you to hit this reset button, restart button, right? You let it happen. You let that tower fall, and you chose to start from ground zero. You chose to restart from getting back into realignment with your root chakra, setting these firm foundations with yourself, not relying on anybody else to fulfill your happiness, your destiny, or your dreams and regaining your strength, power, encouragement, vitality, and life force, right? You started from ground zero willingly and intentionally. And that is what makes this a smooth transition straight into destiny and recognition, right? You could be seeing some of the 3D manifestations of your internal spiritual work manifest into your 3D in your present moment, or you soon will be. And that could be leading to this spiritual union, right? I think for most Virgos out there, this is spiritual union with your higher self, right? Balancing your masculine and feminines to a point to where this mental conflict that you used to carry with you in your life about who you are, what your path is, what you're worth, and what you're worthy of. I think balancing these masculine and feminines is allowing you to alleviate all of any and all mental conflict in regards to who you are, right? Because now you know who you are. This destiny, recognition, and reward, it was only just clarification for you that you were destined to come cross paths with, right? These manifestations that could be happening in your life, or that you could just be seeing the results of your hard work, right? I think you were meant to see these results or manifestations because that is what gives you the encouragement to kind of now hit this next level. I'm seeing 3 levels here, and I'm seeing this progression happen very beautifully and very smoothly. This is not easy though for anybody, for any spiritual being, right? None of this is easy, but you're doing it with what looks like ease. I'm sure every day is a trial and a tribulation, and every day is difficult, possibly even more difficult than the next, but you're learning how to move through this new reality and world that you're existing in, right, on your path. So once you free yourself, reconnect with yourself on a divine scale with this spiritual union, mental conflict is in reverse, alleviating that pain, that stress, that care that you used to give others in regards to what they thought about you and your life and your path. Once you can free yourself of that, you are now standing in your true power, Emperor energy. This is Aries energy. We also have Leo energy. We have Libran energy, Gemini energy. Transformation, this is the Death card in the Major Arcana. Number 13 could be of importance to you. And wow, how beautiful actually. And then we have stand your ground in reverse. And this to me is not saying that you're not standing your ground. This to me is saying you don't feel the need to stand your ground. You don't feel like you have to defend yourself, your opinion, your word. People can say what they're gonna say, right? This authority that you are embodying now, along with the Death card, right? This Emperor, Death, and 7 of Wands in reverse, or authority, transformation, and stand your ground in reverse. All this is really telling to me, Virgo, take it as it resonates or interpret it your own way. I'm not here to force anything on you. I'm here to give you the message I see. All this is telling me is that you no longer feel the need, desire, or even want to be seen, heard, or understood, because you know that your personal power, the light that you carry within you, is always seen, heard, and understood by the divine. And you know that the divine, this divine world that we live in, because we are spirit first before we are flesh. We are spirit first before we are bones or anything else like that. You know that root, that base of what we are, who we are as entities here, is the only thing that truly matters. Because once you die, all of these opinions that most other people care about, all of those opinions won't mean shit. The judgment they pass on you won't mean shit. So you know, I feel you're entering this time and period of your life where you're kind of really just coming into this very spiritually evolved version of yourself, where you don't give a shit about their opinions because you know they don't actually mean shit in the long run. In this, if life was a game, you know that that's just spending time wasting your cares and thoughts and worries on these other people that you probably don't even know. And even if you do know them, you know that wasting your time on their opinions and judgments and projections that they pass on you is just a waste of your time. Choosing to spend your time in that regard is just a waste of your time, Virgo. And I feel like this is the time period why transformations is here is in the middle, because you're shifting your reality and your timeline from giving a fuck to not giving a fuck, to put it simply. Refuge in what? The light. What is this woman, entity, being looking towards? Nothing other than the light that is in her hand, that is coming from her palm. This is a little unicorn inside of a bubble. Number 16, card number 7, Enchanted Fern Grotto. These cards are so funny sometimes. You're focused on the light because the light is within you. You see that, and you have no reason to focus on anything else because you've evolved to a level or just a place within your soul and your being spiritually. This will only be for some Virgos out there. How would I say unicorn? Purity. Unicorn. What the fuck? Here I go again. Tapped in like a motherfucker. I'm going to get you 2 cards. Maple Spirit, Generosity. Your root. What is this? What color is this tree? Oh my goodness, this is beautiful symbolization. I almost want to take a picture of this spread. It's crazy. All right. Unicorn, 45 reduces to 9. 9 could be of significance to some of you, or we have Maple Spirit, Generosity, reduces to 5. 5 could be of significance to some of you. You could have your sun. Not your sun. You could have placements in your 5th house. You could have placements in your 9th house, the house of spirituality, right? Spiritual progression. Or some of your birthdays could be on September 23rd can be of an important date to you, Virgo. Not your birthday. Purity, 45. All right, let's start with unicorn. You peer through the tall oak trees. Whoa. This is on unicorn, purity. And these cards are way different numbers, 45 and 23. You peer through the tall oak trees into a sacred meadow. Wow, look at that sacred meadow. Come on. In the center of the meadow, illuminated by a single ray of sunlight. We're about to tap in. Alright, you peer through the tall oak trees into a sacred meadow. In the center of the meadow, illuminated by a single ray of sunlight, stands a radiant, noble, pure white unicorn. The aura around it shimmers, wavers, and sparkles, as if the unicorn was lit from within by 1,000 dancing stars. This card can appear when you are ready to step into the innocence of a child and see the world through eyes of wonder. Traditionally, unicorns represent purity, innocence, hope, faith, high ideals, and miracles. When you stop looking at the world through the lens of your past, you'll find how fresh and wondrous the universe truly is. The past doesn't need to define you. You know that life can begin fresh and new. This card can also appear when there is a need for inner purification and renewal. Take time to release what doesn't serve and support you in life, and watch the miracles unfold. Unicorns are symbols of miracles, magic, and enchanted living. This legendary creature can call the seemingly impossible into reality. If you have a dream that has eluded you for a while, this card is letting you know that all things are possible. The purity of your heart is emerging, and it is time for sweet innocence to flood your being. Purify your life, step into your innate innocence, and believe in miracles. They are coming. Explanation mark, because they're coming. The spirit of unicorn says, no matter what happened in your life, step into your innate innocence. You have a pure soul. You are a child of the Creator. Let go of the past and see the world with new eyes. And almost miraculously, wonders will abound. I almost want to pull... I'm not going to do it. Maple Spirit, Generosity. Virgo, I don't think this card is saying that you have to be a pure spirit and a pure entity and vessel to be receiving or receptive of the blessings from the divine. I think this is saying your intention is really what is going to help your manifestations come in, right? If you intend to heal yourself and treat yourself with kindness and love, and treat others with kindness and love, and see the world through the eyes of something similar to a child, right? carrying that childlike wonder, sense of wonder within you, I think it's going to allow this veil that is between us and divinity, it is going to allow that veil to wither or thin, and these blessings or influence that divinity or the divine will be able to bestow upon you or guide you to will be a lot easier to access, and you will essentially be tapped in that sense, right? Coming back to this sense of childlike wonder, the world is not very, this 3D world is not very, when you are an adult, right? And you connect with this sense of childlike wonder, seeing the, because you go through experiences, life conditions you see the real world for what it is. Everything is telling you not to be a child or not to connect with that sense of the inner child, right? That innocence. Everything is guiding you to veer from that path. And so many of us are fearful to engage with that path. But the blessings, just like I said, this is you, this whole reading is just you kind of saying you no longer give a fuck about others' opinions, choosing to live how you want to live, right? Childlike or not, choosing to live how you want to live. I'm just saying the world frowns upon people reconnecting or healing their inner child, because when you are a healed version of yourself, you're aware of the truth, and that is the last thing that the world wants. That is why it's the first thing that I preach. I say preach. I'm not a preacher, but it's the first thing. It's kind of like the root of the fucking issues is kind of what I try to get to off the jump, because I know that's the last thing that society, of no matter where you're at in the world, that's the last thing society wants you to be able to have access to, is the root of the truth, the root of the problem, the root of why we're all in the sheep mindset, right? I feel, Virgo, you're just separating from the sheepish mindset. I feel like you're trying to set yourself free. You're on the path of setting yourself free, and you're ready to be free, right? You went through enough pain in the past. Maple spirit, generosity. I love that. Purity and generosity. It don't get no better. Beneath the large boughs of the maple tree. Oh, this is a maple tree. What the fuck? I'm stupid. I feel like oak trees have like an orangey color to them. Reddy orange. Maybe it's a brown leaves. I don't know. I feel like it's orange leaves. Beneath the large boughs of the maple tree, animals are invited to rest. At any time you might see a doe and her fawn curled in the midday shade. Squirrels scamper up the trunk and dash from limb to limb. A rabbit stops to sniff the air. Creatures, large and small, are down to take refuge. We saw that earlier. In the maple shade. What you give out comes back to you tenfold. There are times in life to receive, and there are times to provide love, services, and items to others. This card suggests that this is a time to give with your whole heart. Give without thinking of what you will gain in return. By doing this, you will enter into the flow of the universe, and blessings will shower upon you. Maples are thought to be very old species of trees. They are known to withstand environmental changes and can survive and thrive in various climates. Some traditions believe that the maple lends strength and power to those around it. First card out in your whole spread, power, which is also strength in the major arcana. Nice. If you tap into the maple, you will find a sweet sap, which symbolically brings sweetness into your life. The spirit of maple says, be open to receive the bounty of the universe. At the same time, be generous with others and with yourself. A warmth of spirit radiates from you. Share from your heart and receive with an open heart, and success will blossom. Virgo, you're on the path of success. Continue to do as you are doing, healing the things you feel need to be healed, right? The root of the problem, the base of the problem, the core of the problem, right? Whether it's childhood trauma, current situations you're going through, current ways that you're viewing yourself. Heal the root. Reconnect with your divine. Enter inner counterpart, because that will ultimately lead you to your divine outer counterpart. That will ultimately lead you to finding yourself on your destiny's path, your soul's true path, leading to recognition and reward from spirit, right? Regaining your strength, power, coming back to a sense of purity, engaging in more generosity because it just makes sense now. Not letting the world tell you what is right, what is wrong, or letting anyone's opinion sway you to who you are and who you should be or who you can be, and just ultimately transforming, right? And you know I gotta get you one of those lengthy oracle cards. Just because I love you, really. But always feel free to exit my readings whenever you want. I know I did not have to tell you that, because it's so easy to push exit button. People be getting confused. Don't be giving me all these long ass comments about how you did not like my reading, because you had every motherfucking opportunity to exit this motherfucking reading. And I promise you I'm not gonna respond. I don't respond to a lot of shit because I am protective of my energy. I'm selective with my energy. So negative energy has the least amount of chance of getting through. You feel me? 24, Alpha of Alicone. I don't know how that worked. That's so far away though. Here's how we're gonna do it for you, Virgo. Just gonna stack. More stack. I got you. See, get you a reader that cares. I'm kidding. This is kind of good. It's working. It works for me. Oh, damn. I used the book as one of the fucking stacks. There you go. Easy fix. And voila. Card number 24. 6 could be some of your life path numbers, or of any significance to you in any way, shape, or form. I'll be honest, I don't think I tapped in as deep as I was intending to, but I think this was a good message for some Virgos to hear for sure. A positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and a deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. The brightest star in the Pleiades star system, Alcyone, holds the frequency of love, the sacred feminine healing power of compassion, and the grace of mercy. In the myths of ancient Greece, Alcyone was so in love with her husband, Ceyx, it's C-E-Y-X, Ceyx, I don't know, referred to him as Zeus, and he referred to her as the divine wife of Zeus, Hera. Zeus was so irritated by such grandiosity that when Zeus was at sea, Zeus struck his ship with a lightning bolt. In her grief, Alcyone, or Hera, threw herself into the sea. Moved by mercy, the gods transformed the lovers into kingfishers. These birds embody the spiritual medicine of abundance, love, prosperity, peace, and happiness, bringing blessings of hope and healing to humanity. The Halcyon days take their name from this goddess turned kingfisher. They are the 7 days on either side of the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. During this time, there are said to be no storms, only peaceful weather. Legend has it that the god of the wind calms all storms during this period so Alcyone can nest safely. The term now symbolizes a period of luminous grace amidst a challenging time during which one can rest in tranquility. It is also an omen of more peaceful days of love and prosperity ahead. Alcyone is the goddess of grace and mercy, especially in the face of her heart-wrenching loss. She reassures us that we will find a way through and that there is comfort for us when we need it, even if further work needs to be done before we can be fully released into a new era of happiness. When Alpha of Alcyone makes an appearance, we are near to the deepest, darkest phase of our suffering and can trust we are already beginning to emerge on the other side. Alpha brainwaves are deep, calming waves. They are what we experience when daydreaming or slipping into peaceful relaxation or meditation. I know I talked about that meditation. In the alpha state, imagination and intuition are heightened. As such, these brainwaves are a gateway into the subconscious mind as the bridge between conscious, everyday awareness and deep, altered states. Alpha waves also allow us to be awake and functioning while connected to an inner well of wisdom and support. If we are in stimulation overload, alpha blocking can occur, leading to consciously switch off and relax by dropping into the 8 Hz to 12 Hz range. Helps us melt away stress and tune into our intuition without becoming too floaty and unfocused. The oracle of Alpha of Alcyone supports us in relaxing and reconnecting to optimism, even during tough times. In such a state, we realize that difficulties will eventually come to an end and we will be provided for. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us even now, as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. That purity, right? That generosity, reconnecting yourself with that sense of inner power, knowing who you are, not letting anybody else veer you from who you are. Alcyone. I think it's really just you getting in tune with your spiritual path, getting on the right spiritual path, getting in alignment with your destiny, what you truly came here to do. I think that is what this reading was. This reading was this was confirmation for you to know, Virgo, that you are in alignment. You are on the right path. Success is guaranteed. Success is inevitable. Continue to do the work. It's a process, right? So you could be anywhere throughout this whole experience or journey. Anywhere. And I don't think that you should rush any of the steps, because I think to start this reading, right, with the Strength card or power, the root chakra, and the Four of Wands, just trying to get this good foundation, this stable foundation in regards to what you're going to fall back on when things start going rough or not making sense. I think that is the first step, right? Because I think many of us think we have it figured out in regards to even just that. And we realize once we do fall on our ass, we don't have it figured out because we're trying to search for the pieces or pick up the pieces. Truthfully, someone should be able to leave your life and you should be able to stand your ground or not let their absence affect you in a way that disrupts you and your path and the path that you're on. That is the goal in regards to this first step that I'm seeing in your path and your journey, right? Creating that stable foundation with yourself, Virgo. Not relying on other people's energies to get you through the day. Not relying on other people's energies to be your crutch to fall on when you start to feel bad or uncertain or unsure of yourself. You have to be that for yourself, Virgo. You are just as much as of divinity as this crutch would have been for you. You can have yourself as a crutch and them as a crutch, right? But you can't have that in a genuine, authentic, and prosperous way until you are that for yourself first, right? So no matter how much you want to be in love or have love be in your life, we all do. We're human. Love is fucking awesome. Love is the highest vibrational frequency. But it starts with self-love. We can't love or be loved, really, truly, until we understand self-love on this deeper level. And this is what I see at the top of your reading, that first tier I was talking about, first layer. Self-love is the best love, Virgo. Sounds cliche, but it's like, at the end of the day, I mean, You can skip that first row. You can skip that first layer. You can go through the journey without it. But when you do hit that hardship and you fall on your ass and then nobody's around that you thought loved you, you thought they loved you, but now nobody's around when you need help the most. Now you're feeling extra let down, I'll say, in nice terms. Feeling extra let down. But who did it? You did it to yourself, not them. It wasn't them leaving. It wasn't them not being there for you. It was you who did it to yourself because you didn't create that stable foundation with yourself to fall back on when you need yourself the most. I say it with love. I really do. But you gotta be your number one fan. You gotta be your number one supporter, because at the end of the day, who's going with you when you ascend? Who's leaving this earth with you? Unless you do some like intensive and extensive planning, who is leaving here with you? And even then, who knows if you do that planning? Who knows what happens next? Like, nobody. You do know for a fact though that you're going alone. So you gotta be that backbone for yourself, right? You gotta be that root, that base, that stabilization, that firm foundation for yourself. And that is what this message is trying to say. This card wants to fall, but it just will not fall off the table. It's like so close. 24 reduces to 6. This was your message. I hope that this message found you in good health and good wealth. I know this was for a very select few amount of Virgos. Take it as it resonates or don't. I love you either way. I delivered it as I was guided to. Enjoy.